really good coffee today. So thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So what are we looking at today with the Bitcoin network? We're looking at growth. That's what we're looking at. We're looking at $2,715. That's up 4%. We're looking at an overall market cap of BTC at $44.5 billion, which is amazing, out of a $112.3 billion market cap. We got 5.1 billion traded in the last 24 hours, showing, quite a bit of movement. But the key factor here is that the BTC dominance is up. It's up to 39.6%. So we're about at 40%. And considering that it's been down so much lately, it goes to show that with everything that's happening with SegWit 2X, that people are starting to pull out of the other cryptocurrencies and back into Bitcoin. So, I think we only have great things to come for Bitcoin right now. So let's go run through the market here real quick. We got Ethereum. It's down 8.7%. They're coming in at $342. This is due to congestion on the network. We got Ripple coming in at 31.7 cents. That's some sideways movement. We got Litecoin coming in at $45, which is down 10.4%. We got Ethereum Classic coming in at 21.08. That's down 7.7%. We got NEM coming in at 19.4 cents. That's down 2%. We got Dash coming in at $184. That's down 8.6%. We got Monero down 4%. Zcash down 4%. So that's $47 for Monero, $387 for Zcash. And we got Steem and Steam-backed dollars are both down 6%. Steam-backed dollars are actually down 6.6%. So we're coming in at $1.96 for Steem and $1.58 for Steam-backed dollars. So what do I got here for you on BNC? Well, pretty much I want to take a moment and we're going to talk about the segregated 2X and what's going to be happening on the Bitcoin network with that. Right now, due to the signaling that we have, we are getting 79%. So at this time, it's just signaling. It's like everybody waving a little flag saying, hey, we're down for SegWit 2X. There is no software implemented at this time. This could be great. With us seeing the dominance increasing, and we're seeing, BTC coming up 4%, and a lot of other coins are down 4 to 10%. I don't really like seeing 10% coming out of Litecoin going to Ethereum, but it means that there's a good potential for Bitcoin to go up in value across the month of July here, and all the way up until segregated. The user-activated soft fork on August 1st. Between now and then, we could see the potential to double the price of Bitcoin. Look what happened to every other coin that Segregated Witness came on board with it. Litecoin over doubled. We had Digibytes got Segregated Witness. There was a few other ones, and everything went up in value when that happened. The way that the market operates and everything is that a lot of people are going to see Segregated Witness coming to Bitcoin. They're going to go and invest in it. We could drive the price up really high. We could be looking at almost a $5,000 Bitcoin here, in a month's time if everything, flows properly. The moments of contention are going to be usually when we have Segregated Witness and we have signaling. We get up to the percentage and then someone drops out and there's a pullback, and then they go and the numbers back up for signaling, and then the numbers back down, causing some type of market manipulation as people are trying to buy a little bit of Bitcoin cheap, pump up the price by signaling, and then sell off and then drop the price back down again, and try to see how many times they can do this over the next month. So if this does start occurring, my best suggestion is to hold strong. Bitcoin is only going to get a better price if we get Segregated Witness, which at this point in time is looking like it's more than definitely happening. Pick up a little Bitcoin if you can find a dip here, and hold strong, because we're looking at a pretty good Bitcoin price by August 1st. I would love to say $5,000. Let's keep my fingers crossed. $5,000 Bitcoin by August. I'm going to be a real happy man if that happens. So what else do we got up for the news? Well, we got that Ethereum is having problems with sending and receiving. The network has a lot of congestion happening on it. There's some warning errors up on all of the cloud mining sites, on the wallets. This is due to the status ICO. Yesterday that came out, and people started pumping the address, you know, with Ethereum before the ICO ever or actually even opened. It's still being flooded at this exact moment with, you know, transactions coming through the address, and this is clogging up the Ethereum network. And with the network being clogged up, the same thing that happens all the time whenever these cryptocurrencies networks start seeing backlog. You know, the price starts coming down a little bit. So, I mean, that's why we're looking at a $342 Ethereum right now. I mean, considering that the status ICO, I mean, they're talking could have raised $270 million, if not more. They're looking at it being bigger than the DOA. I mean, this is going to be the largest ICO ever if this is actually true and all of these transactions can be sorted out, which I'm sure they will. But right now at this moment, I definitely recommend holding on to your Ethereum, not making any transactions. And if you got in on this ICO, great for you. And let's see, what the last little bit of news I got here for you is that the IBI hack, it's happening in Illinois. It's a month-long hackathon. It's for students and grad students. It's starting July 1st. It's going to run through the entire month. You know, the governor of Illinois is saying that, you know, things like this are great because first you empower the kids, you know, with the technology and the resources, and then you're just empowering the future. And he says Illinois because of his state of where he's at. So, I mean, you know, this is a great way for a governor and for a state to be thinking, you know, pro-blockchain, pro-technology, pro-education of the young people to, you know, work in these fields of blockchain technology and, you know, going about it in a fun fashion of a hackathon. And, you know, it's really an incentive towards these younger minds to be able to focus on blockchain and see if they can find the flaws in them. And then, you know, we can go through correcting them and get them some money to help pay off their college debts and whatnot. You know, education is always a good thing for me. You know, I always am pro-education. You know, that's part of being a human. It's part of being one of the more sophisticated animals on this planet, is that we're capable of thinking and learning. So the more that we can learn, the better off we're going to be. I've never had knowledge hurt me or bite me in the, you know, the butt. So the last little bit I got is that Antshares is it's climbing quickly. Every single day it keeps going up, and I had people writing me, asking me about it. You know, what's happening right now is that they put out a timer for a press release, and you know, whenever this happens, it seems like everybody likes to jump on board. They start buying it up, and the price starts pumping. But as soon as they have this meeting and, you know, this new information is released, I mean, hopefully it's substantial information. Hopefully it's something that's going to be great for the Antshares network, but the price is going to drop off. The price always drops off whenever they do something like this. So if you're one of my followers and you're holding Antshares, you know, you might want to make sure you have your stop loss set. You might want to make sure that you're ready to liquidate it, you know, a little bit before the news conference. You know, I just want to see you guys do the best that you guys can do in your cryptocurrency. I don't want to see anyone new out there being taken advantage of through these pumps and dumps that, you know, a lot of people do to help manipulate the market in a fashion for them to get richer. I mean, I want my followers to get richer, right? I mean, you guys are here supporting me, and I want to support you back. So anything I can do to help you guys out, shoot me an email. It's eugeneforest20@gmail.com. You know, it's a free help desk service. I'd love to hear from you. I also have to give a shout out to my buddy Sasha and anybody else who has been doing anything to support me. You know, my Genesis mining affiliation code is the best way to help me out, because that way it gets you a 3% discount, and it does something to help this channel without you actually having to send me any of your hard-earned crypto. You know, and if you do have a little extra crypto and you feel like sending it to me, you know, to help me out here at the channel, we have affiliation, or we have donational addresses down below. And down below, we also have a giant list of tools to help you out and navigate these cryptocurrency markets. We got bad Bitcoins to check for scams down there. We got tools to help you build better Steemit posts. You know, we're going to be at 1,300 followers on Steemit today. We're at 1,350 on YouTube. Steemit had their fork yesterday, which adjusted the mining difficulty, not the mining difficulty, the upvoting power and how it goes. It was you know, your power squared. Now it's just your power, and I think that this has really done some good for Steemit. I think that this has helped fix the upvoting process. You know, I had been down a little bit on Steemit. It seemed like that it was like a Big Brother's whale type club, where if you didn't have, you know, somebody with a large amount of Steem power invested in you and what you were posting, it was hard to make capital in Steem. Now that they went ahead and, you know, fixed the Steem power situation, just my one post yesterday with 13 upvotes, I didn't even get to upload it till later on in the day because, as I say, after this video, I'm off to go punch my time clock and get to work. You know, I wasn't able to upload this and put it on Steemit, so I've been doing it when I get home. And with just those 13 upvotes, there was a few dollars on there, which is more than what I've been seeing. And I usually get double that for upvotes, so I'm real satisfied with how Steem has fixed their power situation. I think that this is going to be a big mover advantage, because now people will be able to come on to Steemit and start seeing some sort of return for their posts, instead of feeling like, oh, we missed out, our upvotes aren't worth anything, we're not really making anything for our posts, what's 2 cents, you know. So if you like everything I got going on here on Bitcoin and Coffee, I need you to hit that subscribe button so you can become one of the followers. You can get my daily news broadcasts. You know, like I keep saying, it's growing, and I love it, and I got to thank you guys for it. And remember, keep your Bitcoin safe.